Working on the Simplex steam locomotive. This is part 36. Time for the first live steam test on the bench. This is a gas-fired steam test using a small picnic stove type of gas burner, which fits very neatly underneath the firebox. I pushed a piece of silicone rubber onto the end of my small plastic funnel so I could lightly screw the funnel into the safety valve bush. Before filling the boiler using this method though, I opened both of the injector steam valves, because as the water goes in, you need somewhere for the air to escape. In this very blurry clip of the water gauge, because the camera was focusing on the firehole door, you can see that I filled the boiler half full. This is always a good idea because don't forget I'm using this very small gas burner underneath the engine pointing up into the firebox. It will just make raising steam quicker. I'm now fitting the gas tank. Here it is. I think it's worth mentioning that the gas tank needs to be in a vertical position, not a horizontal one. If the gas tank was in a horizontal position, then that would be a problem, as the burner would resemble a flamethrower. There isn't much heat coming out of the chimney, but then again there never is unless you use a blower. Most of the heat is coming out of the firebox, around the firebox and up to where the turret is. While I'm patiently waiting for steam to appear, it's time to oil up the engine at both sides. This is not steam coming out of the chimney, this is just the condensation in the tubes of the boiler boiling off as the heat rises. It took quite a while to raise steam initially, and it was encouraging to see a few air bubbles in the water gauge. And the good thing is my carbon monoxide alarm is silent and it's got batteries in it. When I opened the regulator, quite a lot of steam came out of the snifting valve, and quite a lot of water was pouring out of the drain cocks. The water gauge kept filling up with bubbles, and I really think I put this down to the fact that it's a brand new boiler and possibly it's settling in. Any products of the silver soldering process left inside the boiler will take 2 or 3 steamings and the corresponding number of boiler blowdowns. I think I'll change the whistle valve. I got this out of a box of old whistle valves, and it was put in the box in the first place because it leaks. That's enough talk about whistle valves. It's time to open the regulator and look what happens. A lot of steam blows out of the snifting valve and quite a lot of water and now steam comes out of the drain cocks. I very carefully rotated the rear wheel by hand, keeping well clear of the coupling rod, and off it went. I feel the need to mention that there isn't much pressure in the boiler. The pressure gauge is faulty, it's just an old pressure gauge that I had. The first thing to do is to clear the snifting valve. It's been dormant for a long time. I'm just poking it with a scriber and after a while it's seated okay. I think it's time to stop the engine for the time being and let some time elapse to raise some more steam in the boiler. The pressure gauge is reading 15 pounds per square inch, but there's actually a bit more than that. I've just ordered a new one from Blackgates Engineering. The time has come to open the regulator. When I run the engine in reverse, it runs just about as well as it does in forward. In forward gear there are 3 notches, so I can notch it back. This will allow me to use less steam when I'm running it on a track. I'm very pleased with the way it's running on so little steam. There's a small amount of play in the reversing lever. It's a quick fix. I'll probably show this in a later episode. At this stage of the proceedings the water was running low and I don't have a pump or an injector fitted. So I let the pressure drop to 0, removed the safety valve and topped up the boiler. As you can hear by the soundtrack on the video, I relit the burner. By the time I'd raised more steam, the cylinders had cooled down, and even though I had the drain cocks open, water still came out of the chimney. This situation is entirely normal. I opened the regulator far too wide, whereas if I was on a track with the engine, I would gently open the regulator, and the drain cocks would probably clear most of the condensate. Once the cylinders warmed up, I closed the drain cocks and I thought I'd have a quick look to see what was going on with the lubricator, and it seems to be working fine at the moment. And now let there be steam. This is the boiler blowdown process. I'm only blowing down from one side. I connected a piece of silicone rubber tubing so that the water didn't go all over the bench. And after blowing down the boiler, it was time to connect the airline to just blow away all the water from within the cylinders. This is the first video of the series featuring steam testing. There will be others, one after I've fitted the injector or injectors. I'm not sure whether I'm going to fit one or two. And also need to test the axle driven pump. All that remains for me to say is stay healthy, thanks for watching, and I hope you found it useful. Please take the time to visit my main Steam Models website and click on the section of the website that says video playlists, and by doing that you can find other videos that you may like to watch, and by using the playlists you can actually watch the videos back to back.